Welcome to the Style Masterclass podcast, a Maison Guiton production. I'm Judith, your host. Each week, I'll bring you content about creating a legacy, leaving an impact, all while stylishly dressed. Join us, won't you? Welcome back to the Style Masterclass podcast. I'm your host, Judith Guiton. And this week, we are going to continue our Style Struggle series. If you have not been following along, last year, we did a ton of style struggle episodes. So I highly recommend, if you have a particular style struggle, definitely check back through our past catalog to see if we've already answered your question. Let's get to today's question. Style struggle. Fun clothes and nowhere to go. I just love how this had a little bit of a title. I love fun clothes, but don't have a lot of places to wear them. And when I do have an event or an outing, the outfit is somewhere else. I'm a snowbird and visit with kids in different locations. I can't bring everything everywhere. I love this question because it's going to hit on certain things I've already taught in different places, and we're going to bring it all together for you, my dear snowbirds, or for really anyone who travels a lot. The first thing I want to address, though, is I love fun clothes, but don't have a lot of places to wear them. That first sentence alone. You don't have to have a special occasion or a special place to wear your fun clothes. In fact, I want to encourage you all to wear your fun clothes, your best clothes, your favorite items, your beautiful pieces, your expensive pieces, your fancy pieces, whatever you want to say. I want to encourage you to wear those all the time. As one of my clients loves to say, you are the occasion, darling. So if you are the occasion, then you get to bring the occasion wherever you are. You get to wear your good stuff now. So I want to just encourage you to just shift that mindset a little bit. That's going to be your first mission, should you choose to accept it, this is for all of you. Anytime that you hear yourself saying, I would love to wear X item, but I don't have anywhere to wear it. I would love to play with Z item, but I have nowhere to wear it. I just want to let you know, we don't have to have a special place to wear the beautiful items that we have. If you have something that's treasured and beautiful, enjoy it now. Use up the good stuff to the very last drop. Wear the clothing. It's meant to be worn. That is its purpose. We don't have to wait for a special occasion or a particular place to go. Which means some of you are going to be walking around your house in some fancy ass clothes. And why not? Why not give yourself the joy and the pleasure of that just because? Why not create occasions, even in your own home, invite some people over and say, hey, we're going to get dressed up for no reason. There's plenty of things to do that would allow you to create the occasion yourself, or just recognize you are the occasion, wear the fun stuff. All right, the second part of this, when I do have an event or an outing, the outfit is somewhere else. I'm a snowbird. I visit my kids in different locations. And I want to encourage this particular person to plan a little bit more carefully, and B, think in terms of capsule wardrobes for different places. I taught a free workshop a while back, and we'll see if we can dig it out of the archives for you all. But it was about the fact that there's different types of capsule wardrobes. I think oftentimes the discussion around capsule wardrobes is like the capsule wardrobe, dun, 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 for your whole life to address everything. And I think that's kind of silly. Most women, most very busy professional women who are the people I tend to coach and attract, they have lots of hats, lots of things they do. So for example, if you work out, but you do different types of workout activities during different seasons, or when you're traveling versus when you're at home, then let's create capsule wardrobes for your athletic gear, for your workout gear that make sense for the different ways in which you actually live your life. So if you have to hit up a gym in a hotel, you might want to make sure you have clothes that you pack regularly for that scenario. If you Airbnb it a lot and you're not really sure what kind of equipment, so you might just have to walk outdoors, let's make sure we have a capsule that makes sense for those types of activities. If you are a big time hiker, well, make sure you have your gear with you and gear that travels well. So this might just take a little bit of forethought and some planning on your part, but I think it's completely achievable. If with some kids who live in a warm climate, it requires you to have beach ready wear, then we create a capsule of beach ready wear for when you travel to visit those kids. And we have a different capsule wardrobe for going out if you have a kid who lives like in a cityscape and there's lots of museums and restaurants and just sort of sitting around on cement and sidewalks and cafes, right? That's a different vibe. Those are different types of outings. I think the idea that we would have one wardrobe for all the places doesn't make sense, particularly for Snowbird. And this is true of anybody who travels extensively. I want you to start thinking about the places that you frequent, what the climates are there, the activities you actually love and enjoy there. And let's make sure we have little mini capsules that are going to go with you to these different places. I have a client that sometimes takes meetings in Chicago, regularly has meetings in Japan, and sometimes in California. We plan very different capsules for those different climates. And we recognize that there's going to be a little bit of a closet here, a little bit of a closet there, and we don't make it mean anything bad about her, that she has too much stuff and it's spread all over the place. No, we're really strategic and intentional about thinking how she actually lives her life, the activities she actually does, and the way in which she moves about the world. So if you're a snowbird or you travel a lot for business, I want you to start to think mini capsules for the things you actually do and the climates you're actually in. If you are bi-coastal, then we're going to plan for a mini wardrobe on one coast that is going to be different from our mini wardrobe on the other coast. And there may be some overlap in things we take cross country, but there's probably going to be some things that can just stay in those places. Now, here's the cool part. If you are bi-coastal or you have different climates that you live in or go visit people in, if you think mini capsule, we're not chugging a bunch of shit with us every time we fly across the country or to different spots. We can ask people thoughtfully, I have this one bag I would like to leave here of stuff that I wouldn't wear in any other place. So I'm going to leave this bag of bathing suits here. It's going to be out of the way in one of your guest rooms. If I could have just a little Tupperware container in a storage closet somewhere, Tupperware, I don't know why, what Tupperware, Rubbermaid, whatever it may be, right? I'm going to leave this small amount of items here because I'm not going to be lugging a bunch of stuff with me. And I'm not trying to leave a full wardrobe. I'm just leaving a mini capsule that makes sense for that particular place. I have clients with vacation homes that are in warmer climates than their regular homes. And I advise them the same way. Let's create mini capsules for your lake house, for your beach house, for your mountain home that make sense for the activities that you do and enjoy there. We wash those things there, we launder them well, and they remain at those places. And we aren't bringing them back to our city that doesn't make sense for us to have a buttload of bathing suits or hiking gear. Okay, so your mission, should you to accept it, is twofold. I want you to start to change your mindset in terms of saving the fun clothes for an occasion. You get to wear them whenever you please because that is your right. That is your right to enjoy your things. The second thing is I want you all to start to think about mini capsules, not this big end all be all capsule for everything. I think that's daunting and it's not the way we actually live. Think mini capsules. What clothing do I need to support me in this particular activity? What clothing do I need to support me for this particular meeting or for this particular climate? Think smaller, think strategically, and it's going to help you put those pieces together in a more thoughtful and intentional way so you can actually enjoy whatever you're about to do wherever you are. And the clothing becomes less important. So you can get back to living, so to speak. Let me know what your thoughts are about this. If you have anybody who travels, share this with them. Subscribe, leave a comment, leave a review. We love to hear from you. And if you haven't joined our newsletter yet, we highly recommend you do so because we have regular style tips and a love letter from me. You can go to judithgaton.com/newsletter to get in on that goodness. Otherwise, I will see you back here next week for a new style struggle. Thank you for tuning in. If you'd like more stylish inspiration and practical advice, sign up for the Morning Coffee newsletter. It's where style meets substance. Until then, stay stylish.